Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a crease to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's got more. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Here's the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line.
And the offense will take over 1st and 10.
Looking for a man. It's Owens. Firing to the right, complete. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
A 1st down for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing it. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. All the way in for the touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They were really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
second and a long way to go. They'll go right back to the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Red pass is complete. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. They've got a first down here to open the period. It's a draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play. With second and 11. That's caught. It's Proctor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's hooked. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Owens. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To the air, it's Owens. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump up.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
With the catch, it's Abrams. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And it's no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to scramble. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Gets it out quickly. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there. Third and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first. Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And it's a touchdown. Puts 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
And now this offense will take the field again. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Owens. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that. They got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Going with the counter play here.
job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Owens. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
Talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To throw, it's Owens. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Flying down the left side. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 11 over BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. under fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to pass, it's Owens. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Takes it on the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun. Give on the inside. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Headed to the end zone. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Steps away. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going over the top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And that is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Finds his tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. A lot of urgency for this offense.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Owens. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Lofts one high and deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Falls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Looking to pass. It's Owens. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Let's it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll take a knee.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
That drive pretty much imploded, and they'll try to salvage things by punting it away on 4th and long. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse.
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.